Football stars after 2 rounds. The score: Green Bay Packers 40, our champion Dallas Cowboys 20, a new category, 20 points for the toss-up. This category, unforgettable moments. And it's ladies first. It's match point in the finals of the women's singles at Wimbledon 1972. Billie Jean King and Yvonne Goolagong.
Yvonne nodded ahead, so it must have been good. Match point then to Billie Jean King.
30-40.
One swing away, Billie Jean. She's won it 3 times previously.
Oh, it is. What a shot to end it.
There goes the racket. Look at her.
The queen is dead and another queen.
Billie Jean King wins 6-3, 6-3. She's waited 365 days, she said, for this moment to come back to Wimbledon. She was not beaten in the finals last year, but rather in the semifinals by Yvonne Goolagong. And Miss Goolagong went on to take Margaret Court, but this is all Billie Jean King. Long Beach, California. There is her husband, Larry, and we'll return to Wimbledon in a moment.
Jim Simpson with that report. For your 20-point toss-up, name the American woman who won more Wimbledon titles, 8 of them, than any other woman in history. Paul
Maureen Connolly.
Maureen Little Mo Connolly is incorrect, so we can give the Cowboys a clue for 20 points. The American woman who has won more Wimbledon titles, 8, than any other woman in history. The clue: she won the title 8 times from 1927 through 1938, and her married name was Moody. You have 5 seconds. Married name was Moody. I'm sorry, time's up.
Bundy.
You're going to say Bundy? That would have been a good guess, but wrong. Helen Wills. Helen Wills Moody. You had that one, huh, Don?
Helen, I was looking for Will.
You had the Helen part, all right. We go to the free throws then, and these will be served as toss-ups. You're both alive again. Remember, you both are alive on these. If you forgot your thermal underwear, or if you were a Green Bay fan, December 30th, 1962 was unforgettable for you in pro football. Polo Grounds, Packers and Giants battle for the NFL championship. Jerry Kramer's 26-yard field goal is good in the first quarter, and the Packers lead the Giants 3-0 second quarter. Packers deep in Giants territory. The run pass option. Horning is throwing. Dowler at the receiving end. He's got it at the 12. He's down the sidelines to the 7-yard line. First and goal, Packers. On a freezing day in New York City, Starr sets his line. He gives to Taylor. Blasts up the middle at the 5, and Teddy scores! For the championship of pro football, halftime, Green Bay Packers 10, New York Giants nothing. A sellout crowd at Yankee Stadium in New York. The temperature around 0-0 in the Big Apple, New York. Max McGee to kick deep in his own net. It's blocked. Gary Spires blocks the punt. A scramble for it. The Packers have it. No, now the Giants are after it. And Jim Collier recovers a touchdown. The Giants are right back in the game. It is 10-7 Green Bay. The Packers march into field goal range, and there's Kramer at 29-yard boot. It's good! Green Bay 13, New York 7. Now in the fourth quarter, just 2 minutes remaining. Packers in Giants territory. A trap up the middle. Tom Moore has 5. Moore has 10. He has 12 yards. And the Packers are in field goal range. A field goal by Kramer now would clinch a victory for Vince Lombardi's team. It's a 30-yard attempt. The line is set. The ball is down. The kick is up. It's high enough. It's long enough. It is good! Packers are champions of pro football. The final, Yankee Stadium in New York. Green Bay 16, New York 7. That year, 1962, you're both alive. Jim Taylor broke Jimmy Brown's record of most touchdowns rushing in a single season, 19. Brown's old record was 17. 2 rushing backs are tied in the record book for 3rd place with 16 touchdowns in a single season. One was a Colt in 64, the other a Brown in 68. For 10 points, name both. Willie Davis.
I think Lenny Moore.
Lenny Moore was the Colt.
And Leroy Kelly.
Leroy Kelly was the Brown. You have 10 points, and you now lead 50-20. Second free throw again. Dallas, you're alive too. August 1st, 1972, an unforgettable day for Nate Colbert of the San Diego Padres. And Colbert gave ample warning on his first time up against Atlanta. Here's Chuck Benedict.
Roberts and Stahl on base, top of the first inning. San Diego at Atlanta. Ron Schuler on the mound for Atlanta. Nate Colbert at bat for San Diego. A long drive to the late side, deep to right field, and it is a home run for Nate Colbert. Roberts will score. Stahl will score. Nate Colbert will score. And San Diego leads Atlanta 3-0.
Before that doubleheader was over, Colbert had hit 5 home runs, joining Stan Musial as only the second man in baseball history to hit 5 homers in a doubleheader.
Colbert also set a new major league record for RBIs in a twin bill. For 10 points, Frank Clark.
13.
For 10 points, how many runs did Colbert drive in to set the record for RBIs? 13 is correct. You have 10 more points. And after 3 rounds, the score reads Green Bay 50 and the Dallas Cowboys 30. A new category, your 20-point toss-up. Famous finishes. Now, this is one film, one big 30-point question. This is the famous finish of a great Green Bay era, Super Bowl II, as we listen to All-Pro guard Jerry Kramer, who talks of Vince Lombardi and Lombardi's 1967 retirement from Green Bay.
We had all been pretty aware of the fact that Coach Lombardi was thinking very, very seriously about retirement. And while many of us cuss him or call him names or a number of things, it's something like you might do with your family. You can call your brother something, but don't let anybody else call him the same thing. This is the same way with Mr. Lombardi. We can cuss him, but don't let anybody else holler at him. And we all felt that this was going to be his last game. And I said to the fellas, I said, look, we got 30 more minutes this year. I said, let's give it to the old man. Let's play the last 30 for the old man. That's what I said. Now, it's inconceivable to think that anyone would know that that was Coach Lombardi's last game and just let it go as another game. I'm sure it was on everyone's mind, and they wanted to do the best thing they could and play the game as well as possible for him.
I think part of the charm of being associated with the show is not only to appreciate the great, exciting plays, the spectacular moments, but also those very poignant ones. And we thank Jerry Kramer for allowing us to remember one of the great coaches of all time. Lombardi's last game for Green Bay, a 33-14 win over Oakland in Super Bowl II. The great Vince Lombardi starred with Fordham's most famous line called the 7 Blocks of Granite. The center on that Fordham line is a Pro Football Hall of Famer. For 30 points, name him. Eddie LeBaron was
Alex Wojciechowicz.
Alex Wojciechowicz is correct. You just beat Jerry Kramer, and after 4 rounds on Sports Challenge, the champion Cowboys have taken the lead. 60 for Dallas, and the Green Bay Packers have 50. And we'll be back with our biography round worth 60 points right after this Sports Challenge timeout. Well, true to form, when the Packers and Cowboys played for the NFL title, each game came down to the final second, so it does in Sports Challenge. The Cowboys 60, the Green Bay Packers 50. Now our bonus biography round. Gentlemen, here are the clues. This Hall of Famer is a Texan and proud of it. He began his pro career in Chicago in 1948. He was inducted into Pro Football's Hall of Fame in 1967. After his first year, he went... Stop. Don Meredith.
Bobby Lane.
Bobby Lane is correct. The Cowboys are champions again. A Texan gets a Texan. Bobby Lane is our guest on Sports Channel. Hey, Bobby, before you go over there. Come on over here a second, Bob. Now, I grew up in Detroit, and I can recall one of the great moments for me was the time you hit Jim Dorn and helped the Lions to win an NFL championship. And the word at that time was when you get in the huddle with Bobby Lane, you're getting in there with a mighty tough guy. Now, how about that?
Well, that's not true at all. I was real nice to everybody in the huddle.
Well, Don Meredith got you again, and the Cowboys are champions. Thank you for being with us. Bobby Lane, Hall of Famer quarterback for the Lions and others. And fans, in a moment, we'll tell you about all of our winners and next week's challengers. But first, this Sports Challenge timeout. Well, you recall Green Bay's Bart Starr with a quarterback sneak beat the Cowboys. Don Meredith was being wrestled down on the final play of another loss to Green Bay in a title game. That was in the Cotton Bowl. A little revenge on Sports Challenge as the Cowboys win it 100-50 over the Green Bay Packers. And be with us next week, fans, when we'll accept the challenge. The Cowboys will accept the challenge of the St. Louis Baseball Cardinals. Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, and Joe Torre. For Sports Challenge, this is Dick Enberg. Thank you for being with us.